Hey, fellow hypnotist, Michael C. DeShalit here with Dan Candell, and we are proud to announce that we are bringing our expert stage hypnosis training to Melbourne, Australia this coming November. Before we get started, though, on the training, let us tell you a little bit about ourselves. First of all, as I said, I'm Michael DeShalit. I am an award-winning stage hypnotist, an award-winning clinical hypnotherapist, and a multi-award-winning magician. I've been performing all around the world for more than 26 years. And we decided to bring this training down to Australia to share with you our knowledge and experience as a stage hypnotist to grow your clinical practice in demonstrational hypnosis. Dan, why don't you tell us a little bit about you?
Thanks, Mike. So everybody, my name is Dan Candell. I've successfully been doing stage hypnosis for more than half my life. And I've also used stage hypnosis to build my career as a hypnotherapist. I'm actually currently in my office right now where I see about 6 to 8 clients a day. And a lot of that I attribute the success to my private practice, to my stage shows. And I'm also an award-winning hypnotist and author, and have been doing it, like I said, more than half my life, and even did a TED Talk because someone saw my stage show and asked me to do a TED Talk, which now has just shy of 1 million views. So we're going to tell you in this video why you should take this training, what it's going to do for you, and also what you're going to be getting as well, because we're going to give you so many bonuses and so many extras to really make sure you get the worth and the value out of this. Mike, what are some of the reasons why they should take our training?
Well, just as Dan said, we actually have grown our clinical practices because of stage hypnosis. There's been a stigma for a long time that stage hypnosis damages the clinical business, but we found that to be not true at all. That's just not true. We know that that's how we've grown our clinical practice. As a matter of fact, in the 16 years I've had my clinical practice, I have not really spent a whole lot of money on advertising. I've grown my business just because of the reputation I have doing shows and how I do those shows and public presentations in such a way that people find that hypnosis is a great option to help them clinically as well too. That's just one reason. There's so many others, not to mention the income. The income is a great another reason to take this training too. You can grow your practice, that grows your income, but also you can do presentational hypnosis and stage hypnosis demonstrations to get paid for them. So there's a couple options. Dan, what else?
Well, you took the words out of my mouth with presentations. Right before we shot this video, I had a client who actually came from one of my hypnosis shows, saw one of my shows. And right before that, I was giving a hypnosis presentation actually to a school of Chinese exchange students where I delivered a hypnosis presentation. And guess what? Now they're going to go on a field trip to one of my shows I'm doing on Thursday night. So there's so much potential here. And additionally, Mike, you travel a lot for shows. You did a bunch of shows last week. And this weekend, I have 6 hypnosis shows. And the great thing is you can do as many or as few shows as you want. And a lot of people don't even want to be a stage hypnotist. They want to learn about it to incorporate these techniques into their practice. So Mike, can some of these techniques that we'll be teaching about stage hypnosis, can some of them be translated into a practice with their private clients?
Absolutely. A lot of the work that I do when I want to grow my clinical practice, when the off season occurs, when I'm not traveling doing a bunch of stage hypnosis shows, I'll need to amp up my clinical practice. And how I do that is by going out doing public presentations to the different clubs that are out there. Now in the United States, we have Rotary, Kiwanis, we have the Optimist Club. We have all these different networking organizations, like I'm sure you have also in Australia. And I do free presentations for them, and actually sometimes paid presentations for them. Now, those actually, at every presentation I do, I can almost set my watch to this, that I'm going to pick up 1 stage show and 2 clinical clients, which translates into about $3,000 to $4,000 of income for doing a free 20-minute presentation. And like I said, sometimes I'll even get paid to do the presentations, like if it's at a conference, at a sales meeting, any other corporate type event, I'll get paid to do the presentation. And at that presentation, I'll pick up possibly a show as well as some clinical clients. I just got back, as you mentioned, Dan, from traveling. I was in Arizona and Texas last week. And because of my traveling, as a result of the shows I did, I actually just received 2 phone calls today for clients that want to quit smoking. So that's another, couple $1,000 in my pocket for picking up those 2 additional clients.
And Mike, the amazing thing is it's so easy to get clients and it's so easy to get other shows and presentations. And a few people we've heard when they take other classes, specifically in stage or demonstrational hypnosis, one of the main things that we've heard, and this is why we structure our training a little bit different, is we didn't have a lot of support. We didn't have a lot of materials, and the training that we took was all lecture style. There was no practice involved. And it baffles my mind that there are trainings out there. They're teaching people how to be stage hypnotists or even do presentations, yet there's no materials, there's no manual. It's done lecture style. There's no hands-on practice or anything like that. And we've structured our training around what we've heard of complaints around other trainings to make sure that you're really getting hands-on time. Because a big thing that people don't realize, Michael, is that you need to, there's a structure that needs to be done with shows, how you hypnotize people, how you get leads, how you get clients. And we're going to be sharing all that with you. And just to make sure that you get what you came for, what are some other things, Michael, that we'll be giving them as a part of the training?
Well, as you mentioned, Dan, the training is very systematic. It's very organized. We start from A and go all the way down to Z in stage hypnosis and demonstrational hypnosis. It's systematic. It's organized. We have a full manual. The manual is over 100 pages. You also get some after-class support from us as well, too, in the form of you gain free access to our online stage masterclass, which is 52 pre-recorded videos. 1 a week gets sent right into your inbox, which then helps you go to the next level as a stage hypnotist or a demonstrational hypnotist. You also get a bunch of bonus material. As we do our classes, we have been amassing this large group of bonus materials that we will also email you and send to you either during the class or after the class is over, whichever is more appropriate at that time. And then with us too, we know that even in a 3 or 4 day training, we can't really teach you everything you need to know. Some instructors will boast of that. We'll teach you everything you need to know in 3 days. It just can't happen because we don't know what you'll experience out there. So because of that, we offer this lifetime after class support with us. You'll always have access to Dan and I after the class is over, so that way we can walk you through an unusual circumstance or situation as they come up and they arise as you're going out and doing presentations and stage hypnosis shows. We want to be there with you as you progress and as you learn and as you perfect this to be a stage hypnotist or a demonstrational hypnotist. We want to help you grow your business in both of those areas.
Absolutely. And you look at what some of our previous students have said, and some of the videos are down below, you realize that the support that we give, it's not just over the phone. If people email us, quite often, Mike and I, or Mike or I, will even jump on a video and send you a personalized video like this, answering your questions. And not only that, but you also get things that will help with the business side as well. We talk a lot about business and marketing. We talk about how we get so many shows and some shows that you want to avoid, because believe it or not, some people say you should take every single show that you get. Well, we're going to be sharing with you a lot of the myths and misconceptions and a lot of the mistakes that people make at first going into stage hypnosis that you will know to avoid to make sure that you become super successful. And it's okay if you don't want to become a full-time stage hypnotist like Mike and I. That's totally fine. You can do this as part-time or as full-time as you want. And also, from what we hear, there's a great demand in Australia for stage hypnosis or presentational hypnosis. In fact, Michael, where we'll be teaching, we're going to be doing a stage hypnosis show at a local footy club.
That's correct. That is correct. We already have that lined up. Dan, we should talk a little bit about the logistics of the class as well, too. The class is going to be November 8th, 9th, and 10th. So this coming November 8th, 9th, and 10th in Melbourne, Australia. And the location is down below on the website, so check all that out. There's also a link to register as well, too. We're offering a very generous optional payment plan, too, so that you can make payments throughout between now and the class starting. The class is only going to be $1,997, and that's for the training. That's for the online stage master class that you get with that. That's for all your materials. That's for the bonus materials. And most importantly, for the lifetime after class support with us. So everything is inclusive. There's no other hidden things we're going to be selling you or trying to get you to sign up for. That's it. That's everything in a nutshell for you. But we want to provide this training in Australia. But there's some bad news, though, too, is I think we're going to have to limit this training to about 15 participants. Is that right, Dan?
I think so, because we are going to be teaching it at the office and residence of Emma Romano, and she only has limited space available, so we do have to cap this training. So please make sure that you sign up right away to make sure you get a spot in this. And that's why we're launching it so early out, because we know that the spots are going to fill up, because we're clinical hypnosis or consulting hypnosis or hypnotherapy is very popular in Australia, and there's a lot of networks of other hypnotists. The stage side is not as popular in Australia. There's a need, there's a demand, and that's why we're bringing the training there. We've been personally asked and requested by several people. So, Mike, we finally listened.
Yeah, well, we finally have been able to put it on our calendars too, which is a big thing for us. We were able to schedule this in, and Emma's an amazing hypnotist. And she did a Facebook Live video. We met up at a hypnosis conference here in the United States. And she did a Facebook Live video to promote this when we were just really in the sort of the getting started with this whole idea. And so in the infant stages of this idea of launching this class, she did a Facebook Live video, and she found out there was already 12 people that are interested in this. So as Dan said, please don't delay. If at all you're interested in this, please sign up. Go ahead and click that button, pay that $500 deposit, and then you can make payments after that.
Right.
So we want to see you in that training. We hope to see you in that training. We want to help you succeed and grow your practice as a clinical hypnotist, and also, too, maybe even consider the option of growing your practice or growing your business as a stage hypnotist as well.
Absolutely. So please make sure you scroll down on this page, find out all the details, scroll all the way down to the bottom. And if you do have any questions, please feel free to reach out to either Michael and or I. Our contact information is right on the footer of the page. So please feel free to ask us any questions that you have as well. We really look forward to bringing this training to you in Australia.
Look forward to seeing you in Melbourne.